got away with it. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of Off the Rails D&D, which is probably going to be changed to D&D Off the Rails. We're not what am I looking for, Daniel? We're not confused with another one that is. See, we're DnD.
Another show that does the same thing we do with the same name.
Yeah, but
that's what we don't want you to confuse with.
But they have the and sign between the D and the D, and I have the lowercase n. So,
big distinction.
Yeah, big distinction.
Are they better at us at what we do than we are?
No, it is awful. Awful.
Oh, come on! See, they're gonna watch this and hate us now.
I don't care.
I bet they're very nice people.
They do just have the same picture of Winnie the Pooh on all the episodes.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Which I kind of find endearing.
So Winnie the Pooh is an interesting D&D mascot.
It is, but he's got really long arms grabbing Piglet for some reason. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, you can look it up. Yeah, it's a little bit strange to me. Today, hopefully, we'll be using. Oh, you can't see it. The D100. It's gonna be fun.
Well, I'm a wild magic sorcerer, so every time I cast a spell, I should probably be rolling.
Oh yeah, you should actually. Thank you for reminding me.
Does that count for cantrips or just first level spells?
I'm just gonna say first level spells. I don't really care.
You can make me roll it on every cantrip. I don't give.
Actually, why don't we do that? Because it'd just be funnier.
Make it fun, yeah.
So again, Ulag, you ran into the house, so you started with your little sad clown. Are here, and you are in the foyer, and Lazarus and Larry Embers are right outside. And what you see, Nick, in the foyer is that it's decorated with portraits of a family, all stony-faced aristocrats seeming to watch with disinterest. And you do realize that the plaque underneath it says the Durst family.
Durst?
Like Durst.
As in Fred Durst?
Yes, as in Fred Durst.
Do it all for the cookie.
And what you see as the doors open behind you and Lazarus and Larry Embers walk in right behind you, all of y'all notice that there's a shield hanging on the opposite wall of this portrait that has a coat of arms, which is a golden windmill on a red field. And right in front of you, right here, so that you can see it, there are 2 mahogany doors that swing open, if you go to them. Wait, hold on. Somebody wants to say hi.
Hello.
Oh, the pain's doing. All right. So, what do you want to do, Ulag and Lazarus and Larry Embers?
Walk in, take a cursory glance at the paintings, and then just walk into the doors.
We can just set it on fire immediately.
So you just walk in, and are y'all following him or no? Are y'all waiting to see what happens to him?
No, we'll follow him.
All right, I'm gonna move.
I don't follow anybody.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
True.
I'm going in first.
Okay. So all of y'all make y'all's way in. Ooh, this is the problem using Legos. Make y'all's way in, and what you notice in this main hall, I mean, it's like this breathtaking main hall. You also hear, coming from the second floor, harpsichords, like a harpsichord playing.
Creepy harpsichord.
Yeah, very creepy harpsichord. It is wood paneled. It has wood paneled walls that are ornately carved with idyllic scenes of frolicking nymphs and satyrs. And then over here is a red marble staircase that leads up, and that's where the harpsichord sound is coming from.
I'm going to turn to my colleagues,
Mhm.
ask, like, do you guys remember why we came in here in the first place?
We were coming to find you.
I feel like I had a purpose to storm in, but now I can't remember it.
Okay, so to recap for the
There were-
three individuals in this game is you met two kids that told
that's right,
you
the
that there was a
kids.
monster in their house and you ran in. And what you
That's right.
didn't see was as Lazarus was waking Larry Embers up when he tried to touch them with a mage hand, they all disappeared.
Gotcha.
So you didn't see that. But also what you did notice, Lazarus, as you were walking in, you noticed that the streets were being engulfed by this mist.
Yeah. So
Yes, but your hand right in front of the camera. Ulag will start opening door. Will open the nearest set of doors to him and start screaming like
No, Allie.
children.
Screaming like children? What?
Where are the children?
So you're gonna go to this door here.
Yep.
And when and also what you do notice, Will, since you're the closest to it at the fireplace, what you notice on that fireplace is mounted above it is a long sword with a windmill carved into the hilt. Also, sitting on that mantelpiece is a porcelain doll's head that always seems to be looking at you no matter where you go in the room.
that ain't cool.
Ain't nothing to be scared of.
You what?
There's nothing to be scared of.
Oh yeah, Ulag. I forgot to tell you, or Larry, I forgot to tell you that those kids that pointed you in here, they disappeared.
Then we must find them.
Okay.
Throw open a door.
I want as you're doing that, Nick, or I'm sorry, Ulag, as you're doing that, you walk in. Go ahead and you give me a perception check, please.
I need a shot of whiskey.
That is a 5.
Sassy enough.
Oh God. Okay. So as you walk by, you're kind of looking at the walls, and you see what the normal thing is on the walls. You just see that they're kind of, like I said, nymphs and satyrs just kind of running around, playing like this ornate carved. And as you open the door to this room that you're in front of, what you see is hanging inside this closet are 6 black robes. And as you kind of dig around through it, on the shelf above sits a top hat and a cane.
I'm not putting it on. That's for damn sure. Burn that motherfucker up.
I will just grab stuff and throw it into the main hallway on the ground behind me.
So as y'all stand there looking at this porcelain doll head that's just staring at y'all, and every time you move, it follows y'all. Y'all see him just throwing black cloaks, and he throws a top hat and a cane out.
Do they look like, is it just a regular black cloak as far as I can tell?
Yeah, they're just they're like ritual cloaks. Like you can tell they're ritual type cloaks.
I'll go to another door.
I'm going upstairs.
You're gonna go upstairs, really? Okay, yeah. So as
The harpsichord's coming from.
as you get up to about right here on those stairs, the harpsichord stops, and you hear this like chainmail moving, and it seems like it's coming towards you.
Would I be astute enough to hear that, or do I just?
No, he's the only one that will hear
Okay.
that the music stops.
At all.
Lazarus, before he continues up this stair, and Nick goes into another room, is there anything you want to do? Remember, I
Split
only
the party,
have
split
one
the
way to
party.
show stuff. I only have one way to show stuff, so don't be splitting up.
I'm gonna go at the foot of the stairs.
Right there. You also now hear this like chainmail moving, and you hear this the music stop.
Hey, Ulag, there's something up there.
Then we will destroy it. And I move towards the staircase.
Ah! All right, up we go.
All right, up you go. Wow, y'all didn't even explore half this bottom thing. So as y'all come
I'm
up,
interested in screwing around.
as y'all come up into it,
What screwing around?
this is where it's going to be even funnier with me trying to move these pieces correctly. As y'all come up there, what you notice is this hallway is even more elegant and more breathtaking than downstairs. It is lit by oil lamps that are mounted along the walls. The fireplace, which is right here, is lit as well. You also see 4 standing suits of armor flanking 2 different doors that you can go into. In their hands, they're holding spears.
Can we tell, is the harpsichord music still playing?
It is not.
Oh.
It's now playing Slayer. All right. Okay, fine. I'll be the first. I'll walk up to the closest one.
It just doesn't do anything when you walk towards it.
Do I notice anything about it?
No, you do know. The only thing you notice is its helm looks like a wolf's head.
Are they all wolf's heads?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I walk up to the bang my axe on the ground right in front of it.
I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Oh, nice.
14.
Hold on.
It's always hold on.
I've got to pull up my encounter, dude.
It's always hold on.
I'm on a smaller computer now than at the office. So you be quiet.
I'm just fucking with you.
Right. So everybody roll. Ulag, what did you roll?
13.
A what?
A 13.
All right. Lazarus.
7.
Jesus. Larry.
14.
14. All right. And as this thing comes to life, it takes a swing at you, Larry Embers. And it gets an 11 on its first roll, and it gets 2 attacks. And on its second roll, it got a 10. So as it swings, it completely misses you both ways. You're kind of able to duck and dodge it. All right, it is now your turn, Larry Embers.
I'm athletic. Okay, let's see here. Well, let's see how our weapons work first. I'll great axe this motherfucker after I laugh and duck and dodge it like a boxer.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
16.
16. As you swing, it just kind of pushes your axe away, shoving it into the ground next to it.
Well, that's annoying. Let's see here. I think I have to rage.
Okay. So as a bonus action, you're going to rage.
Yeah, I've never raged before. This is very exciting, everyone. First time rage.
I can't believe nobody's said anything about my background yet.
Your sex dungeon?
All right. Yeah. You lag. It is your turn.
Am I within striking distance of this thing?
You are. You're within 5 feet of it.
All right, then and there's only one of them, right? And I can see him?
Yes, there's only one of them.
I will do... I think I want to do Booming Blade, which if he moves, he gets extra... but if the target willingly moves before the start of my next turn, he takes it in a 1d8 thunder damage.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? I want to reiterate something from last time. Kicking the scarecrow is not them willingly moving, but I allowed it.
You can try. So this is a 12. This is 6? 12. 12 to hit.
So you've conjured this blade, and as it goes to slash, it just kind of catches it in its hands like this and just kind of pushes it off to the side. And it is now Lazarus's turn.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna back up closer to the foot of the stairs.
So about right there.
And I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
Okay. And is that a regular hit, or am I having to roll something?
It's a hit, but it was a 8.
It's an 8. No, you cast it, and as you cast it, like for some reason your magical powers just kind of fizzle out as it tries to go on and smack it. It is its turn, unless there's something else you want to do.
No.
All right. He is going to move in front of Nick. So, Daniel, you get an opportunity to attack as he moves away from you.
Oh, lovely.
So go ahead and roll.
Okay. Nat 20, baby.
Nat 20. All right. Go ahead and roll for damage, sir. And what type of damage is it?
It is, I believe, slashing damage.
Okay. All right.
6.
So go ahead and roll. A 6. So he takes 3 points of damage. He is resistant to it.
Oh, wonderful. Of course he is.
Resistant to slashing damage, eh?
Of course he is. All of my weapons.
And as he moves, you slash, cutting into his armor just a little bit. He just kind of shrugs it off and moves in front of Nick. And as he moves in front of Nick, he rolls, and he rolls a 22.
Oh.
And for his damage, I got to find the dice. This is his first attack, Nick. You take 8 points of slashing damage. He walks, and as he walks and gets hit and kind of brushes that off, he just swings his long sword at you, cutting into you, taking 8 points of slashing damage. With his second attack, he turns to Larry Embers, and he rolls a 17.
Oops, sorry. I forgot that I was raging. You should take 1 more point of damage.
Me? One more? I'll take 1 more point.
It would add 2, so it would just be
Okay.
1.
So he hits you. As he hits Nick, or as he hits Ulag, he hits him and then quickly turns to swipe at you and hits you, and you take 8 points of damage as well. Like he hits, it's almost like he just swings and hits back, and he is going to move one last time away, so Nick, you'll get an opportunity attack on him.
Hey.
What kind of damage is that?
Slashing.
I've got resistance while I'm
So you take
raging.
half. So you take half.
So 4. Okay, cool.
All right. I get a.
I keep that together.
Where's my actions? Opportunity attack. Sorry. There's a 12. I cannot roll to hit anything.
Yeah, you swing at him with whatever weapon you're using. I don't even know what weapons you're using. And just kind of as he moves,
Got a long
you swing
sword.
and miss. Oh, yeah, well, you completely missed. So, Larry Embers, it is now your turn, sir. And he is now 10 feet away from you, so you'll have to move to attack him.
I can throw my javelin at him.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for that, sir.
Yeah. That's going to be an 8.
So you throw your javelin, and as you throw it, it sticks into this plate armor and is now stuck there. Ulag, it is your turn, sir.
I will try attacking with my longsword again using Green Flame Blade. Oh, here we go. 23.
That is definitely a hit.
That is going to be 7 fire damage.
Ulag. 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 Ulag.
And it cuts into his armor and starts to splice it, and you notice like these little hellfire type things shoot out of it. Lazarus, it is your turn.
Burning Hands, level 1. You got a dexterity saving throw.
A 7.
14.
14. Okay. So you hit it. And how much damage?
3d6
Mm-hmm.
comes
I
out
forgot. That
to
was good.
shit, 16.
Oh yeah.
You say 16?
Oh yeah.
16, 2 6s and a 4.
So you just set this poor innocent armor in a blaze, and he makes a step towards y'all, and now he's right next to Nick and Lazarus, and he takes a swing at you, Lazarus, and that would be a 19, which I know hits, and you take 8 damage. I can't roll more than a 4 right now.
Good.
Yeah.
And then with his second hit, he goes to you, Lazarus, and he rolls a whopping 8.
Yeah, that's not a hit.
Definitely not.
Yeah. Because I would have been dead if he would have touched me.
All right, Larry Embers, it is your turn.
How far away am I?
You are 10 feet away from him with Ulag in between you and the creature.
So when I use the frenzy attack bonus action, can I do that while I'm raging?
Who cares? Sure. You know, I've been listening to a bunch of different D&D podcasts, and they don't play along by the rule. I don't care. We just are here to have fun, aren't we?
Yep.
Woo.
Okay.
And
so
just make it go completely crazy.
Well, I have to
Fall
do
off
it.
the rails.
I have to do it in the bonus action, and then I can't do it until the next turn. But so we'll.
Okay. So
Anyway.
do you want to move? Do you want to move closer to it? In order to hit it, you're going to have to move closer to it.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Well, I can still throw these hand axes, but they don't seem to be doing much. So I'll go for one
So do you
great
wanna
axe.
do you want to move here or here?
Left side.
Left side. So here. Okay. Go ahead.
12.
Definitely not a hit.
God damn it. Okay, so then we'll frenzy attack, and then I can attack again on my bonus, or on as a bonus action every turn after that.
So you're done for this round.
Yeah.
Okay, Ulag, it is your turn.
He's right in front of me. Is he? If I kick him, would he go like if I push him back, wouldn't he fall like down to the first floor?
Actually, yes, he would. If you can push him back.
I want to attempt to push him over the ledge and make him drop all the way to the first floor.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check, please.
What a cheese ball.
Hey, that's a good thing.
18.
No, I love it.
Oh my goodness, I can't roll for shit. He's got a +3 on his strength, and I just rolled a 5. So you kicking, and as you kicking, he kind of steps back and falls, and you hear him just go dunk, 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 down on those steps. He's not dead, and as you're still standing up there, you hear him start to stand up. So you know eventually he's going to be making his way back up here.
Sure. Do we have a round to prepare ourselves before he makes it up?
I will determine that. I'm not going to tell you that. You've got places you can explore if you want.
But he's still downstairs. He's coming back up. No, I was going to go to Lazarus and heal him for 5 points.
Okay.
And I want to heal myself for 5 points as well using my laid hands.
Thank you, fine sir.
All right, y'all go look for shit. I'm going to stand by the stairs and wait for him.
All right.
My axe in my hand.
So, why don't between Nick and or Ulag and Lazarus, both of y'all give me a perception check, please.
13.
9.
Okay. A 9. So, Ulag, what door are you going to? What door are you wanting to go in?
The facing the fireplace. Let's go to the right.
Okay,
Or no.
so you want to go here.
No, the other side.
No.
Is there
No.
like at the top of the staircase? I could go into that, right? There would be a door right at the top of the
There's
staircase.
one right here, yes.
That's the one I would go to.
So as you go in and you open that door, what you realize is, what you thought were just youths dancing, like the glass on the window, they're just kind of dancing. What you notice is that they're actually youths fighting off swarms of bats. Like it's this really, like from afar, it looks normal, but when you look at it, it's kind of like, wait a minute, that's not good. And as you walk into this room, you realize it's this just undecorated bedroom containing 2 beds with straw stuffed mattresses. At the foot of each bed is an empty footlocker. And then also on the north wall, you notice next to you is a door. Before we get to you, I'm going to see what Lazarus wants to do.
I believe I will follow him into that room.
So you're going to follow him in. I'll put you right here. So when you walk in, Lazarus, and you walk past him, what you notice behind you right here is a dumbwaiter.
Must be a kitchen downstairs.
You think? Isn't that what Larry Embers wanted at first, was a kitchen?
And that's why we're raising funds for a second webcam, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. So when you look at this dumbwaiter, you realize it's very small. None of your party would actually fit in it, but when you look down the shaft, you notice it goes up 1 floor and it also goes down 1 floor. All right. So Nick or Ulag, what do you want to do?
Well, the footlocker, there's nothing else I see
other than a door that is right next to you that you don't know where it leads.
Oh, I'll open that door.
All right, so you open that door, and it's a closet. It has just 4 servants' uniform. And why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check real quick?
21.
All right, so now between Larry Embers and Lazarus, I want y'all to roll a d6.
Oh.
Lazarus, what'd you get?
2.
A 2. So Larry Embers, you got a 4. So as you look down, you realize you see this photograph, a drawing. And when you look at this drawing, it has Larry Embers' name on it, and it's a drawing that he made of his imaginary friend back when he was a kid.
This upsets me greatly.
This upsets me.
I don't quite know what to think of that. And I can't burn it because I'm still raging.
Yeah, but Larry, you're not in there, so you don't know we found it.
Okay, well, that's what I'm gonna say when I find out.
So, do you want to take that drawing, Nick, or Ulag?
I found it. I thought Lazarus found it.
No,
that's what I found.
Yeah, you found it. Yeah.
Okay. I will grab it for now. Put it into a pocket.
All right, Lazarus, what do you want to do since you're in this room?
I checked out the dumbwaiter, and it's just.
Yeah, you notice that that there's a rope, but it's all the way down on the first floor. But you notice it goes down 1 floor, and then it also can go up 1 floor as you look in the shaft.
Hey, Ulag, what did you find?
A picture. It's very cute. Kind of rudimentary. Really it lacks a lot of talent.
So you say the footlockers are empty, right?
You haven't checked the footlockers yet.
Oh, I thought you said empty. Footlocker.
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, then I will check. I will check the footlocker.
Okay, so you're going to check the footlocker right in front of you, and as you open it up, what you find is 2 potions of healing and a jar of pickled ghoul's tongues.
Gotta look that up. Is that a thing?
No. It is, but these are trinkets that I rolled when I was writing this, and this is in certain spaces, like the porcelain doll head that y'all could take if you want, but y'all left it.
Oh, that thing was weird.
So while you're deciding, while you're sifting through this, Larry Embers, you start to hear this armor pick itself back up, and you start to hear it come up the steps slowly.
I mean, should we have a battle in the middle of the staircase, or I'm gonna back up a little bit from the stairs and like hold my axe like a baseball bat.
So you're gonna go what about right there?
I mean, not even that
Or
far back.
You want to be there so when it comes up, you can
Yeah.
swing at it. Okay. All right. Perfect. So I'm taking it. Lazarus, you're taking the 2 potions of healing and the ghoul's tongues.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And you're taking the picture, Nick. Are you going to take one of the servants' uniforms, or are you leaving that?
Nah.
Nah.
I don't know. No use for servant clothing. Unless, are they Nike?
Sure. No, they're Under Armour. Sorry.
Yeah.
No Under Armour. Yeah.
If I were able to hear the construction approaching, I think I would go to the doorway to be able to attack it.
Okay. So you don't hear it though. You're in a different room.
Okay.
So you definitely do not hear it. So Larry is keeping a watchful eye. What do you and Lazarus want to do?
Was that just one footlocker or both footlockers that we checked?
The other footlocker, I'll just go ahead and tell you, is empty.
Okay. Can I pull up the mattress just to make sure there's no like dirty magazines or something underneath?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
16.
16. So as you pull up the mattress, you find 3 journals, and all of them are a 3-part series called Big Huns with Big Ones. and as you kind of flip through it, they're just drawings of like, just big women with huge boobs. So that's what you have now.
I take it.
Of course you're going to take it.
You can keep those.
It looks like this, right? Like,
I can't wait to see what he draws.
like that.
Yes, that's pretty much it. Yeah. And they're worth 5 silver each.
Oh,
so we'll go
big time. I'm putting that in my inventory. All right. At that, I will walk out. There's 3 of them, right?
Yes.
I will walk out, hand one to Larry, and then wait for the guy.
You're going to wait for the guy next to Larry.
After I hand him one of the books.
So are you getting part 1, 2, or 3?
3.
All right. So Larry, you have part 3 of Big Huns with Big Ones. Go ahead and put that in your inventory, everybody. He's got one.
Is that a custom item?
Yes, you're going to have to create it. Put it in your notes. I'll create them and put them in there, but just write them in your notes so we know who
I
has
got
it.
it.
Lazarus, what do you want to do?
I realize that I'm in the room all by myself, and I run out.
Okay. So are you going to stop here, or are you going to...
No, I remember that the armor is downstairs, so I get behind them.
Okay. All right. So as I'll put you here, and as y'all hear it continuously come up the stairs, what you notice is where it came from, which is right behind you, which was empty, is now filled, and it's standing there with its spear. What do you want to do?
Does it appear to be as it was before and not have taken any damage, or is it like looking pretty haggard?
Oh, it looks exactly the same way it was when you first saw it.
Stupid ass armor.
I say we go check out another room.
Okay. Since you're the one who said it, Lazarus, which one do you want to go to?
Let's go to the big one in the front.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be the conservatory, and as you open the doors, You notice that red velvet drapes cover the windows of this elegantly appointed hall. A brass-plated chandelier hangs in the center of the ceiling. Upholstered chairs line the walls, and stained glass wall hangings depict beautiful men, women, and children singing and playing instruments. A harpsichord with a bench rests in the northwest corner. Near the fireplace on the south wall stands a large harp. On the mantle of this fireplace sits alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers.
All of them into the room.
And then two. Okay.
I'll go in too, but I'm going to flip off the armor on the way in.
Okay, so you just stop by it, flip it off, and then come in.
All this resistance shit. I got big weapons.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand and see how my Mage Hand handles the harpsichord.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a performance check, please.
That's a 14.
14. Your mage hand goes and starts playing a beautiful, nice little thing on the harpsichord, kind of making y'all all cry in a way. Like seriously cry. Like, Nick, you've got snot bubbles. Daniel, you kind of drop to your knees and it's like, oh my God, it's beautiful. And Lazarus, you're like, yeah, I've heard this one before.
That's my Mage Hand.
I wouldn't react this way if it was Ulag playing, just so you know.
So pretty.
And I wasn't crying.
Oh yes, you were.
It's just raining in here.
No, it's just real damp. Shut up.
He's allergic to red velvet.
My sinuses. This house is filthy.
Other than that, I mean, that's what you see in this room. I mean, unless you want to check something else.
You know what? I think I have a mage hand as well.
Just remember, this dungeon is not really encounter heavy. So.
I want to use my mage hand to retrieve the alabaster figurines.
Okay. All right, so you go up, and how many is he trying to take? There's about 10 of them on there.
How much could fit in my mage hand?
I'm going to say 4.
So I will take... I'm just going to start taking the 4 fanciest ones. And I just want to remove them from the mantle.
Okay, and you're bringing them back to you, I take it.
I'm going to bring them halfway and see if anything happens.
Okay, so as you bring them, as your maid's hand grabs them and then brings them halfway, nothing happens. There's nothing on there. Why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check, please, Nick?
I'm pretty sure that roll says 14, but the thing says it's a 4, so it's a 6.
Okay.
You're like 14.
You don't notice anything else about these things at all. You just, they're well-dressed dancers.
Does anybody else want an alabaster figurine? Might make for good toys.
No.
This will change their mind. They're worth 5 gold each.
I'll send my mage hand over to pick up a few.
Okay. So as you do, are you going to bring them back to you, or are you going to do what Nick did and stop them halfway?
I'm gonna bring them back to me because
okay. So
a booming voice said they're worth 5 gold each.
So go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
Ooh, 22.
What you notice as you get the alabaster, the figurines that you picked up, and as you get them in your hands and you look at them, you realize that they're all like well-dressed skeletons, not people.
Worth 5 gold piece each?
Yes. So you've got 4. Nick, are you taking your 4?
Yep.
You need to give me a perception check one more time to see if you recognize the same thing. What are you doing, Larry Embers?
I'm waiting for y'all to stop talking. I want to make sure everyone gets their time in. What do you want me to do? I'm watching you guys play with these figurines. I just figured out that they're made of gold, or that they're worth gold, rather.
That's what he's doing. Okay, yeah, I see you, Nick. What did you get on your perception check?
10.
10. You just see them as well, just figurines, even though they're in your hands. You don't see anything else different about them.
Shove them in my pockets.
Okay. All right, you got 4. He's got 4. Larry Embers, what do you want to do?
I'll take the rest.
All right, so you walk up to that and you grab the rest. Go ahead and give me a perception check, which only leaves 2 for you.
18.
All right, so not only do you notice that there's skeletons that are carved in there, but they're continuously bleeding.
Super cool.
They're gonna make my pocket all nasty.
You don't know this, Larry. You don't know this, Ulag. You didn't roll high enough. Neither did Lazarus.
I have a bunch of blood in my backpack.
You will eventually.
Hey guys, these things are bleeding, which makes them that much more cool. Wish you told me earlier. I would have just taken them all from.
So if do I notice the bleeding? Where he says that if I pull one out.
Now that he's told you that, yes, you do.
Cool. Water balloon fight, and I chuck one at Larry.
Is this like a what's the movie? Damn it, what is it? Stigmata with like the crying statues?
Yes, it is pretty much that, yes.
Okay, cool.
So as you're looking at it, all of a sudden you get hit with one that kind of hurts, but it just splats your face with blood. And hold on, and you take 2 damage.
Oh.
I'm throwing it right back. In fact, you know what I'll do? I'll take out my great axe and I'm going to throw it up and I'm going to hit
it. I want you to give me actually for that, I need you to give me we'll just do an acrobatics check. Acrobatics check.
Why is it not athletics?
Okay, athletics, actually, you're right. You're right. We'll do an athletics.
13.
13, that definitely does it. And you swing it and you hit it and it swings back and hits Nick in the face and splats blood all over him, causing 4 points of damage.
Fuck with me, I dare you. I love you, Ulag, but Jesus Christ, man.
I can only imagine Lazarus is like, I'm going to back out the door and not worry about this.
I'm casting Mage Hand to start playing on the harpsichord again to chill them the fuck out.
As y'all are throwing this shit back and forth, all of a sudden you hear this peaceful music and both of y'all stop and you're like, okay, it's so beautiful.
Okay, I place the rest of the figurines on the harpsichord because I don't want blood everywhere on me.
Okay. Even though they're worth 5 gold each?
Yeah, but they're going to bleed everywhere.
So just to move it along, there's nothing else in this frame that you can do. There's no secret. There's nothing. I'm just gonna say it.
Well, I'm gonna grab the 4 that Nick dropped and put those.
Oh, you got 8 now.
No, he's got 7.
I didn't say they broke.
That's pretty durable. Okay, fine. That's cool.
It's just they bleed everywhere. So anyway, so we'll start with Lazarus since he wasn't part of the balloon fight. What do you want to do, sir?
Let's go check out another room.
Okay. So as you watch them fight and then you run over and you grab everything, you kind of jump out and you go into this room that's across the hall. And when you walk in, you see this is this rather large room. I mean, it's not as big as the one you were just in, but red velvet drapes cover the windows as well. There is an exquisite mahogany desk, which you can see in the map, and a matching high-back chair that faces the entrance of the room and the fireplace. Above the fireplace hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. In the corner of the room are 2 overstuffed chairs. So there's one on each side of the fireplace that's looking, so they can sit. And then also you notice that there are floor-to-ceiling bookshelves that line the south wall. And a rolling wooden ladder that allows you to easily climb up and look at those and then also move along to look at these books.
So can I check out the books?
You can definitely check out the book, sir. So are you going to get on the top of, are you going to start at the bottom, or do you want to get to the top? Does anybody else want to go in there with him? Or does everybody else?
I'll follow in there, wiping blood from my face.
Okay.
And as a gesture of goodwill, I will cast Cure Wounds on Larry.
Thanks.
So how much does he get back?
10.
10. Okay.
I'll
I have to
take
say
two.
that for
I'll take two
for
for
my
10.
editing later. Right, so Lazarus.
I have 27 hit points right now.
Oh, is that
I
what
thought you took
had?
damage. Oh, well.
35. All right. So as you kind of look through the books, the first book that you notice is To Kill a. Oh, that's not a good one. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Adventurers. And as you kind of flip through it, you notice it's a self-help book with an optimistic view of the steps a person must take to succeed an independent contractor with a sword. That's the first book you find.
I'm gonna just toss that to the ground.
All right, so you look one more time, and you find The Banshees I Have Loved, and it's a tragedy of 5 acts about people who love banshees.
Toss that to the ground.
I'm going to give you one more look, okay?
Okay.
I want to know what the third is.
Tick, tick, twang. A detailed guide for creating clockworks, gnomes, animated items, and traps rather easily. Restricted in most kingdoms, as it's too valuable to outright ban and destroy its knowledge, despite the widespread collateral damage after its first release.
That's the title?
Yes, that's the title.
I'll stuff that one into my backpack.
What I need you to do is give me a wisdom perception check, please.
14.
14. So as you're kind of pulling these books, and what you notice, you grab one, and it's lighter than all the other books. And as you start to pull it, it gives it's a little bit harder to pull out. Do you want to try and pull it all the way out?
Yes.
Okay. And Larry Embers, are you going in there with them, or are you kind of still looking at these figurines?
No, I'm going to go in there and go up to the top.
Okay. I'm going to give y'all a chance to look at books too, just because there's plenty
What's
of
my
books to
intelligence?
look at. Yeah, your intelligence is going to be bad. So as you pull it, you realize off to the side right here, because you have now moved to here, you notice right where I'm pointing, this door slides open and there's a whole nother room.
Interesting.
Yo, guys.
Is it lit?
No, it is not lit.
Can I produce flame in my hand?
If that's what you want to do. But he hadn't told you about it yet, so you don't know it.
Hey, guys, there's a secret room over here.
And we'll wander over to the secret room.
So as y'all all make y'all's way over to it, I assume you go into it. There's only really room enough for one person. It's a very small room, about 5 feet by 5 feet, or about 5 by 5'10", about 10 feet. So y'all can be behind him, but you're not going to get in there. As Lazarus walks into this, what you notice is that there's these bookcases on the east side of the room, and the shelves are, as you kind of just walk by them, you notice these books are about necromancy. It's about summoning demons and rituals to call demons. As you continue forward, I'll move you forward. I'll put Daniel in there, since he's produced flame in his hand to give, a little bit of light. What you notice in front of you is a heavy wooden chest with claw feet. And sticking out of that chest is a skeleton in leather armor.
I want to open the chest.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a investigation check, please.
I think you're about to say Constitution saving throw.
No. 19. So as you go towards it and you lift up the heavy, the lid of it, it reveals that you kind of know based on the skeletal structure of this skeleton, it's a human. You also notice that it has triggered a trap already with poison darts, because you notice there are 3 poison darts stuck in it, and 2 in its upper body and 1 in its rib cage. And as you kind of dig around the chest, you realize that the firing mechanism is no longer functioning. So everything is good with this chest. You also notice that the skeleton has a letter clenched in his left hand.
I will take the letter.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and read it, or do you want to hold it?
I will read it. I'll look at it real quick, and does it look like it's short enough to read?
It's short, but what you notice is it has a different stamp than the letter from what you got earlier that brought you to this land, but it's an S opposed to a B. Okay, so the letter reads, "My most pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path of immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortunes spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn child. Cursed by darkness? Of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are, your dead Lord Master, Strahd von Zavarovich." However you say it. I've probably screwed that one up.
Dead Lord. Dead Lord.
I'm gonna hand it and hand it to Larry and say, I don't think this is for me.
So as you continue to dig through this chest after you find it, you find 3 blank books with black leather covers, and they're worth 25 gold each. You find 3 spell scrolls, and those spell scrolls are Bless, Protection from Poison, and Spiritual Weapon. Then you also find the deed to the house you're in. You find a deed to a windmill and a signed will.
Who signed the will?
Fred Durst.
He said the father, Robert Durst.
Yeah, Fred Durst Sr.
Can I go? Can I take the deeds and everything and sit down at the desk and like, okay, I got to figure this shit out.
Okay, so yes, so you come and you sit at the desk, and what you notice on this desk, man, that's a good one. What you notice on this desk is there's an oil lamp, a jar of ink, a quill pen, a tinderbox, and a letter kit containing red wax candles, 4 blank sheets of parchment, and a wooden sill bearing the Durst family's insignia, which is a windmill.
Forge the will. Leave everything to us.
So I'm figuring all of y'all are coming out here and gonna surround the desk.
And we all roll deception checks. See if we can
Y'all
forge the will.
Y'all wouldn't be deceiving each other yet. Y'all like trying to figure out how to forge the will so you get everything.
I want to see. I mean, are we all down with this? Like, we could copy the will, but leave everything to us.
Well, yeah. Can we let's read the will and the deeds.
Okay. So the deed is to the house you're in. The deed to the windmill is a windmill. The will is sitting there saying that the Durst family, Fred is leaving everything to his wife, and then if something happens to her, it's left to Rose, which is the daughter. Then it's left to the son Thorn, which y'all have met both of them, and then
the deed to the house and the deed to the windmill, is it like deeded to anyone, or is it like a bearer instrument?
No, it's just the deed to a house. It doesn't have anybody's name. It's like whoever holds that deed owns that house.
Okay. So,
While y'all discuss this, I've got to go pee.
all right. So, guys, looks like we own this house now.
Should we copy the will and forge a will?
Yeah. Like forge Ulag and Larry.
Leave it to my long lost cousin Ulag the Destroyer.
Yeah. And my long lost cousins Ulag and Larry. And I will be the executor of the estate.
Yeah. I like this plan.
Yeah,
and
no.
to me, there's nothing like evil about this plan because the evil would be letting the state go into let the estate go to the state would just be.
Yeah, that's just government, and we can't have it.
Yeah.
Plus, we have a windmill to be named later, and we have lost Ulag.
Oh, we lost Daniel, huh?
We lost
Yeah. Let me see what he said. His internet died, so we'll keep going. It's fine.
So we're gonna. I actually have a proficiency with the forgery kit.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that?
Nick's so happy about that.
It's awesome. Everything's coming up Millhouse.
I would like to work my forgery skills on the will, and instead of it going to the city after the family, I would like to put that it will go to the Fred Durst distant cousins, Larry and Ulag, in equal shares.
You didn't put yourself in there?
No, I'm the executor.
Oh, you're the executor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you got Ulag Durst. I guess is what your name's gonna change to, and Larry Durst. And so
Larry Embers Durst and Ulag the Destroyer Durst.
I didn't even think of any of this, and this is so funny. And you know what's even better is you're a lawyer, so therefore you know how this shit works.
This is a forgery intelligence check.
I mean, wills and estates are different in each jurisdiction, and I'm not real sure what this jurisdiction's ruling is on the validity of a will, but we're gonna go with it.
Why don't you give me an investigation check real quick, Lazarus?
Ooh, that is a nat 20, so plus 6 is 26.
So as you notice that the ink is starting to dry up, there's not much. You start digging through the different drawers. You find another vial of ink so that you can finish forging it. But then in another drawer, you find an iron key. Okay.
As he's wrapping this thing, I'm getting tired, so I'm going to wander up to the third level.
Wait, you're getting tired?
I'm getting bored of the forgery process, even though I want to go exploring.
You're the one who wanted it. Why don't you go down to the first floor and explore?
Ulag, I just made it to where you inherited a half of the Fred Durst fortune, so you should not be too bored in this.
I'm excited for the process, but
you receive 50% of all Nookie royalties going forward.
I don't realize how I can help move this the current situation. Even though
every time someone plays Nookie, you get a cut of that.
All right. I mean, y'all can go wherever you want to go. I'm pretty sure by this point you're finished forging the documents. You've got everything that you need. You've taken one or two of the books. So y'all want to move up to the third floor.
Yes. Let's roll
Yes.
the third floor.
You realize, so everything below you, or everything that you've gone through now, has been like clean and very nice. But now, as you get onto this floor, you realize that it's like just dusty and cobweb filled. Like every corner has a cobweb, and there's just inches upon inches of dust over everything. Against the north wall is a black plated suit of armor draped in cobwebs.
Let's go with the armor.
You what?
No, I don't. I do not play with the armor.
Yeah, let's not grab anything out of the armor's hands. I'll tell you what, the owners of this house should really clean it up.
Yeah, they should. We should hire a maid. I could.
Daniel's back. Daniel's back. Hold on.
Did we successfully forge the will?
Yes. Because I just think it'd be funny y'all in a haunted house, which is not even in this game.
Yeah.
Like once you leave this house, it never shows up again in the whole thing. But if y'all keep having to come back to it and just like, really, I got to fight this animated armor again, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Actually, why don't we just evict the armor?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly.
Now that we own this motherfucker, let's just. I'm sorry, sir.
Get the guards to do all the dirty work for us.
Exactly. Go find somebody.
Call the sheriff's office.
Yeah.
So Daniel, they're on the third floor. Or I'm sorry, Larry Embers, they're on the third floor. But now your name is Larry Embers Durst, according to the forged documents that Lazarus Durst made.
That's fine. Larry Embers isn't even my real name anyway, so I don't care.
See, I think I could still stay with the destroyer on the because I think like I married in like my side of the family married in.
The Durst-stroyer.
Destroyer.
So I'm gonna put Daniel up there with you guys.
I will open the door at the top of the staircase just to the right of the armor.
So as you open up the storage room or this room, Nick, I need you to go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh crap! 17.
So as you go in and you open the door, you are struck a 21. That hits.
That's my armor class.
Yep, so that hits. And you don't really see what you get hit with just yet, and you take 4 damage. And as you kind of back out of that room, because you kind of stepped in, as you back out, what you realize is there's this dancing broom that's just dancing there, and it swung at you and hit you square in the head.
Oh my
So
god!
it's right here. And you took your damage, right? Your 4 damage?
Damage.
Yeah.
It is a broom.
Yeah, it's an animated broom, like in Fantasia.
All right. Well, because I'm pissed that he did that to me, I will cast Firebolt at it.
Oh no, he gets 2 attacks. Give me a second. Oh, 26.
I just got the
No, I'm
biggest
sorry. No,
DM
I'm sorry.
boner.
24.
Sorry, I meant 5.
Did you say I'm the worst DM ever?
No, I said you said you just got the biggest DM boner ever.
And you get smacked. As you're backing out, you get hit again right across the head, taking 7 points of damage.
I'm almost dead.
All right, so now it's your turn, sir. And if it gets out of that room, everybody else will definitely roll for initiative. But right now, it's just between him and the broom.
Oh. Like I said,
Back up, Ulag.
Firebolt at him.
All right. Do I need to roll, or is it your roll?
No, it's a 12.
You rolled a 12 on a broom. Like literally a 12 on a fucking broom. That's a complete miss. You like blow up all the blankets and everything that are else behind it. And it moves towards you again. And it rolled a 20 on its first hit. So that misses.
Yeah, that misses.
And it swings at you again. 23, it hits you.
What the heck is with this broom?
It's a fucking broom. And then you take 7 more points of damage.
Oh my god.
As it hits you right in the fucking head. Dude, if you remember, Mike almost died to this fucking broom.
I wasn't in there.
Oh,
I
you
wasn't
weren't there. Mike almost died to this broom. Like he was at 1 hit point.
I am. Let's see. Because I am a. Where is it? When you are reduced to 0 hit points but are not killed, you can drop to 1 hit point per hit point instead. So.
Wait, are you dropped to 0?
Yeah.
No. Do not. No. I'm glad you dropped to 0. So as you drop to 0, before you get your 1 little hit point, you all of a sudden, oh my God, where are you? You all of a sudden, as you get hit and that last one hits you, everything goes black. And as you fall back, you fall into this like sealess ocean, this ocean, not sealess, this
Bottomless.
ocean. And you kind of feel like you're drowning, but as you're drowning, these things pick you up and pull you out, and you come face to face with this ball with 8 different eyes. And as it looks at you, it takes pity on you, and it kind of smiles in a way, in a way that you realize that it's trying to help you, especially in this weird world that you're in. And all of a sudden, as you hit the ground behind you in this house, you take a breath. You have half the hit points of your total. Okay.
Okay.
And then when your friends look at you, what they realize is you have 8 other eyes all across your face.
Of course you do.
Eyes everywhere.
And Nick, you can take a few minutes. We don't even have to do it now. But with those eyes come 8 different cantrips that you can only cast 1 per day.
I got a weird blessing. That's awesome.
Does the eye close when you use the cantrip?
It closes, and then when he rests, it comes back.
So you could be blinded at some point?
He could definitely be blinded.
Or is it 8 extra eyes in addition to the 2?
It's 8 extra eyes in addition to the 2.
Okay.
Sorry, you're 100% right. Yeah.
Do I get like an extra bonus to perception checks?
No. Actually, you know what? Actually, for your curse, since you decided, and this is completely making this up, and you wanted to say that, you get disadvantage on perception checks for the rest of the game.
Oh.
So write that shit down, bro.
I think extra eyes would give extra perception.
They're only to cast spells, sir. Don't argue, or you're next.
Arguing, it's just like.
Actually, you don't have disadvantage. You don't have advantage or disadvantage. I just want to be an asshole for 1 point. But you do get 8 cantrips.
Okay.
But you can only cast 1 per day.
Are you going to give me the cantrips?
No, I'll let you pick the cantrips.
Okay.
They got to be with your level. They have to be with your level, and when you level up, I'll let you change 1 or 2 of them to match the next spell level.
Do they need to be like? Are they certain? Like, can they be any cantrip, or does it have to be a certain class?
Any cantrip.
And I'm outside of the room, right?
Yes.
I will just back up a little bit.
Well, no, they pulled you back, so now you're about 10 feet from the broom.
All right.
Does anybody else want to do anything?
I'll cast Chill Touch on it.
All right, so go ahead and roll me initiative real quick, please.
19.
God bless. Okay. And Larry Embers, are you going to try and attack it too?
Well, I was going to set it on fire, but it just seems silly if he's going to use something, if he's going to use a chill spell.
No, not necessarily. It just smacks him and puts cold on him, but then you put a fire on it. It's whichever one.
Yeah, let's shock the system.
So go ahead and roll for initiative, sir.
For initiative? Okay.
And again, if any of this is wrong, I don't care. How's that?
19.
Really? Okay, so this is your turn.
Chill Touch.
Okay.
That's an attack. That's an attack roll 13.
13. That's kind of funny. So as you cast this, the chill touch, it just kind of thing dances out of the way of the hand and slaps and knocks off more of the blankets that are on the shelf and all this other stuff that's on the shelf. You completely miss it. So let's go Larry Embers.
Produce flame in my hand in like a super cocky way and just be like, you've got to be kidding me with this fucking broom.
All right, go ahead and roll.
And then I will attack with the flame, which will cause it to leave 14. God damn it.
A 14? So as you shoot the fireball, you set the whole rest of this on fire but the broom. You
were right. This is the dumbest encounter.
You shouldn't have this much trouble with it. You're level 3. If you were level 1, you should. Y'all just can't roll for shit. So you lag.
Right. Well, I will do Chaos Bolt then.
Okay. And is that a roll for you or roll for me?
It's a roll for me, and I fail.
What'd you roll?
6.
6? Yeah.
Actually, I rolled a 1. So I believe I need to roll on a D100 table.
Yeah. Roll on a D100 table. Let's see what actually happens. Because you decided to pick wild magic.
73. I've got this pulled up. Hold on. A random creature within 60 feet of me becomes poisoned for 1d4 hours.
A random. Okay, so there's Lazarus, Larry Embers, and
no.
Okay, so Nick, I'm gonna let you roll the D4, or do you have a D3 that you can roll?
No, I don't have a D3.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you roll a D4. A 4 is a reroll. Okay. Lazarus is a 1, Larry Embers is a 2, and the broom is 3. 2. So Larry Embers gets.
Fucking knew it. I knew it. Shit.
So and he's poisoned for 1d4 hours, which is 1 hour.
Which is a long time in D&D.
God damn it.
I'm like, yes, yeah, oh yeah, but that sucks, Larry.
So the broom comes out of the closet and advances towards Ulag, and his first attack on that is a 22. I'm rolling good for a broom.
Yeah.
You're a towel.
And you take 5 damage. It just clocks the holy shit out of you right between the eyes again.
Oh my God.
And on its second attack, it turns towards Larry Embers and rolls a 18. It is a hit. I know it's a hit. And you take 4 damage as it hits. You kind of laugh, even though you've just been poisoned by your own person. You kind of laugh when a broom hits him, but then as you laugh, it smacks you right between the eyes too, like hitting you in the nose, kind of breaking your nose and knocking out a couple of teeth. It is now Lazarus's turn, and you're about 10 feet from it.
I'm gonna cast Burning Hands, level 2.
Okay.
14 dexterity.
Oh, a 7.
So you get 4d6. That is 12
12.
burning damage.
So it's on fire, but it's still alive. Larry Embers, your turn, sir.
I will once again produce flame
Okay.
and attack with said flame. Fucking 14.
14? You set the wall behind it on fire.
I would like to rage, please.
All right, so Ulag, it's your turn.
How many spells left? I will just attempt to attack it. I'll use Green Flame Blade just to try to get extra damage. 22.
That is a hit.
Be 10 damage.
Oh, so as
Fire
you cast it, this flame blade comes down and just slices the broom into 2 pieces, and it catches on fire as it both falls away. It is done. But as you hear that, you see two other brooms start to animate in the closet that you were in, and the
Can I
door is
shut the door
open.
real quick?
You shut the door. Okay, good.
When I look at them and I'm like, I guess we know why this upstairs area is so dirty.
I'm gonna die again if I don't do something.
One of your partners has healing potions.
I need a rest.
Ain't no resting here, bro. Unless you want to.
It's our
just take-
fucking house.
Not yet.
Yeah.
You ain't made it out of it yet.
What do the spell scrolls do?
So you can use that spell that's on the spell scroll, but once you use it, the spell scroll burns up.
Yeah, but do
So
we
you
know
can
what they
only use
are?
it once. Yeah. They took
Yeah, we
notes, I
got-
hope.
Bless, protection from poison, and,
Oh, the spell scroll. Sorry, I was thinking about the cantrips for the eyeballs. Sorry.
and spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I
so-
got that one.
So I guess protection from poison, that wouldn't like cure your poison. That would just
It'll just give you immunity to it.
Too late.
so if I cast protection from poison on Larry Embers, is he cured of his poison?
It would take care of the poison that he's taken from Nick. Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast that to get his poison off of him.
So you pull the spell scroll out and you read from it, and you see the energy hit Larry Embers, and as you're holding the spell scroll, it goes on fire and turns to ash in your hand.
All right. And then I'm gonna toss Ulag a healing potion.
What is the healing potion? A D8?
2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
6 points.
So you got 6 points back.
Yeah.
You're not even halfway through this thing. Good for you.
I don't have any spell slots left.
Oh, I'm gonna let you take a long rest.
I will.
Don't worry.
We go into another room.
Yeah, you can go into any room you want.
Ooh, anybody have a preference?
Your call.
Or I go into the room.
I want to go to the room that you're not going to.
Because
My
every time he
preference.
opens the door, it's fucking bad.
And now I'm
I'll go to the room right next to where we were at. Where the
So you're gonna go into this room.
Yep.
Am I still poisoned?
No,
Did you
you're no
cast
longer poisoned.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Are you going in there with him?
Thank you, Lazarus. No.
No.
I'm going back to the main room.
Who's? Are you going in there, Lazarus, or no?
Yeah, I'm going in there.
Okay. As you push the doors open and you see this beautiful bedroom, you notice that they're just these nice carved mahogany doors. And when you go in, doors here, they lead out to a balcony that overlooks the city. This door here, you're not 100% sure where it goes, but from everything else in this room, what you do realize is that this is like the nursemaid's room, who would, somebody who would take care of a small child. The room contains a large bed, 2 end tables, and an empty wardrobe. And mounted on the wall next to the wardrobe is a full-length mirror with an ornate wooden frame carved to look like ivories and berries.
Can I go lay down in the bed for a short rest?
So you're going to go lay in your bed. Will, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna check that that door right next to me.
And as you open this door, all of a sudden you hear this screeching sound that is just like deafening, and you are hit with this like force that feels cold all through your body. And as it passes through you, you kind of turn around. There is a wraith standing next to you, or standing about 10 feet away from you while your buddy is asleep. and your other buddy has decided he wants to stay outside.
But I would
So why
I would
why don't you-
presumably hear that, right?
You would hear the screams, but you haven't moved in there yet. So Lazarus, roll for initiative.
11.
11. Okay.
I mean, I'm in there. I would know what's going on, wouldn't I?
It would wake you up. Yes. He's gonna take it. He's gonna take at least one turn fighting this thing by himself because y'all two decided y'all wanted to stay away.
Translation:
Yes.
This is all your fault, you lag.
And I'm not going to tell you how bad this can go. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get Ulag. Go ahead and roll for initiative. You're going to have to wait around. And Larry Embers roll for initiative.
20.
17. Is you like still in the bed?
He is still on the bed.
It's my turn.
Yes. Your turn.
I'm going to cast Burning Hands on it.
Okay. So that's a roll
Dexterity.
for you, right? Oh, a dexterity check for me?
Yeah,
Oh, God, I can't roll. That would be a 7.
that is not enough. Yes, 12 fire damage.
All right, so that gets halved. Okay, so you cast Burning Hand, setting on fire. As it passes through, you have the wherewithal to turn and cast the spell, and it does set it on fire, but you notice the fire goes out really quick. It turns to you and screeches and moves back towards you, and it is going to swing at you. Oh, Jesus Christ, I suck at this. 9, which I know does not hit. So as it comes back towards you screeching, it just takes a swing at you, and you're able to kind of move off to the side, and it disappears into the door, but then comes right back out right next to you. Ulag, it is your turn.
But, well, is it like what I notice? It's maybe something supernatural or. Like,
It is very supernatural, yes.
Then I will hit it with Booming Blade. 15.
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
6 thunder damage.
So you cast Booming Blade, and this loud clap of thunder hits with this giant sword that hits it and does cut into it. But as it cuts into it and it separates, it comes back together and still screeches and screams. So Larry Embers, it is your turn.
I will move into the room.
So, and that's about as far as you can get because the wraith is right in front of you.
Super cool. I'll act completely surprised and go straight for my great axe because it's my favorite weapon.
Okay.
And I guess I'll roll twice for attacks.
So what's the first one?
9.
It completely misses. You swing and it's able to kind of dissipate, but then come right back towards you.
15.
15 definitely hits. As it comes back in, you hit it as it comes back together, slicing into it. Go ahead and roll me damage, please, and tell me what type of damage it is.
3 slashing damage.
It takes 1 slashing damage.
Oof.
Fuck.
All right. Anything else at this moment?
I know that was my bonus action.
Have you not realized most of the things in this world do not do well with bludgeoning, slashing, like everything? They're resistant to.
Well,
it.
there was nothing. It wasn't doing well with fire either.
We'll figure it out. Y'all will figure it out. So
That's
Lazarus,
everything
it's your
I
turn,
do.
sir.
I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
Okay,
Got a 16.
that hits.
4 necrotic damage.
So as this huge hand comes out and slaps it, you see it kind of just go to ice. Then it kind of just shakes it off, and it still takes damage, but it took half as much damage. So it now take its turn towards Larry Embers, who, comes running in the door. Oh my goodness, that was a nat 20. Nat 20, buddy. Sorry. And you are going to take 17 necrotic damage. And I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. 9.
A 9. So now your maximum hit points have dropped by 17.
What the fuck?
So you have 15 total hit points left now. All right, so it is Ulag's turn. Come on, buddy. You got this.
All right. I will attack him with green flame blade.
Okay, and what type of damage is that?
Fire. 13.
That's a 13. That hits, buddy.
That is a 9 points of damage.
All right. So it takes 9 points of fire. Actually, I'm sorry. Nope. That knocks it down to 5. I'll give it 5. So you cast it and you hit it with this fire as it attacks Daniel, setting this thing on fire. And it just kind of engulfs it really well. But it's still not too badly hurt. Larry Embers, who is going to die here soon, go ahead.
Can't kill fire. Oh God. I mean, can I just add more fire to this flame?
Just do whatever you got to do, buddy.
I'll do it. I'm going to do that first. Good thing I have 2 attacks because the first one is an 11.
That is definitely a miss.
And as a reaction, I will throw my javelin in its face.
Okay.
Or sorry, as a bonus. As my bonus. Nat 20. Eat 1.
Okay. So you get double damage. What type of damage does the javelin do? It's piercing, correct?
Piercing.
So just give me regular damage on it. So go ahead and roll for it.
6.
6. Lazarus, as it gets hit with the javelin, I'm going to actually give you advantage on this because it gets stuck and it's not used to it. It also just got set on fire, so you now have advantage on this attack roll.
Hey, can I also, as part of my action, scream something out loud?
Yeah, go ahead.
We say, Lazarus, use the spiritual weapon. I can't do it.
I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay, go ahead.
That was 14.
14 hits.
Okay. So 9. Fire damage.
You hit it with the Scorching Ray, and it kind of sets it on fire as this javelin pierces into this thing. It turns and it moves towards Ulag, but now Lazarus and Larry Embers get a attack of opportunity since it moved. So we'll start with Lazarus with your attack of opportunity.
I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Melee spell attack. So
Okay. So you're going to make a melee attack on me.
13.
13 hits, buddy.
Yes. All right. So that is 1d8 plus spellcasting ability modifier of force damage.
Force damage? Oh, look at that. Something that's not resistant to or immune to. Daniel's all proud.
It had to be the only thing we had. I mean, it's like we didn't have anything else. Had to be has to have some kind of Achilles heel. Jesus Christ.
So 1d8. I got an 8, and that's plus 4 because that's my modifier. So 12.
So 12.
Force damage. And I will delete my.
That scroll just catches on fire as you use it and send it off towards that spell, towards this creature. Pushes it back, about 5 feet.
Do I get my
It was
opportunity
moving
attack?
towards. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, you have an opportunity attack.
Nat 20, baby. 14 motherfucking damage. Oh yeah.
This is so good. As it gets hit with this the spell scroll that Lazarus hit it with, and as it moves away, you also come down with an axe and just kind of hit it, but it's still close to Ulag, who is standing on the bed. And as it moves towards him, oh my God, I hate your fucking armor class, you piece of shit. Sorry, I do love you. It does 15 armor class. That definitely does not hit. So it gets hit as it's swinging at you, trying to hit you, to drain the life out of you. So at this point, it is Ulag's turn.
Right, I am going to drop my shield and my sword and pull out my battle axe and just try to
two-hand it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
18.
That's definitely a hit.
That will be 13 damage.
How is that the perfect damage to kill this thing? So as you come down, you just swipe into it and you hit it, and it's almost like it took a real form in a moment. And you see, and as it hits, you see this spirit become like human, and you literally just axed a nursemaid in the head, and that's what all of y'all see, even though y'all know what y'all have been fighting. But you see this, and she just looks at you as this axe digs into her head and goes down. She's like, why? I was just protecting the child. And you just completely cut her through. Blood spurts everywhere. The body goes into half. You stand back up on the bed triumphant with your axe.
Okay, so I would like to pretend like I don't know that she just died and produce flame in my head and cast it towards the bed that Ulag is standing on.
So you're going to set the bed he's on is on fire?
Yeah.
All right. So, Ulag, give me a dexterity check real quick, please.
Oh, it's got to be dexterity too, didn't it? Ooh, 16.
So as he sets the bed on fire, you jump off of it, Ulag. You get out of there. The thing is dead. From the nursery that you open the door that released the wraith, you hear crying of a child.
That it.
Oh, wait, the Dungeon Master's not it either.
Those goes.
I'm not going in that motherfucker.
Oh,
it's Daniel.
I don't care. I'm the one that set the bed on fire. And
Larry Embers, you go into this room, and as you walk in, you see a crib in front of you that has this black drape over it, and you hear a baby crying. As you approach this crib and you push the black drape aside, you see like what appears to be a swaddling baby that you can hear the crying from.
Well, better get this baby out of this house. I'll grab the baby.
So as you grab the baby and you pull it up to you, go ahead and give me an investigation check, please.
Okay. 20.
So as you hold it and you do it and you kind of unwrap the swaddle that it's in, you realize as you keep unwrapping, there's nothing in it.
Creepy.
And that's where we're going to stop for tonight, gentlemen. Everybody, I really thank y'all for watching the first video. Thank y'all for watching. Hopefully you watch this video. I know it's a little bit different. It's a little bit slower than the other video, but that's what Death House is. It's not a fast dungeon. It is literally a thinker's dungeon. It is going to get a lot faster next time, so I appreciate everybody that was here. I hope this shit worked. We're going to figure that out. So if you don't see this in our thing and I'm moving, it's because there was originally a map that I was moving some Lego pieces and Bray Wyatt on. So I hope y'all had a good time. I thank everybody. Ulag, Lazarus, Larry and Bruce, y'all all good? So Will, you can do your touch this video here and like and subscribe down here. whatever the fuck it is. I appreciate everybody. So good night.